Hey, welcome to IHTV. In this episode, you're going to see some more memories that were created with my grandson during that opening weekend of the Missouri rifle season. If you remember in the last episode, he was with me as we went up there to get ready for deer camp in a pre-rifle season day crossbow hunt where we killed a doe. But we got to spend the morning in the box blind together, and he got to experience his first deer camp. Now, additionally, a buddy of mine took his 8-year-old daughter out the opening weekend, and they killed a really nice deer as well. So we're going to show some of that, and then you'll want to check out the big Missouri buck that I put down later on in the season. So this episode of IHTV starts right now. Hi, this is David, and you're watching IHTV. We are on our way to deer camp. Braedon, are you excited?
Yes.
Is this your first one?
Yes.
First deer camp for Braedon. So we're gonna go up to the farm and stay at the lodge, and we're gonna go bow hunt tonight a little bit, and then we're going to put the orange on and get out in the stand tomorrow morning. So stay tuned for our adventure on IHTV. Well, Braedon and I made it to deer camp. Now, I've hunted this farm since I was a kid with these guys right here. They're like brothers to me. Now, their dad and my dad were best friends, and they hunted together as well. Lots of memories were created on this property. We've killed some giant deer. My biggest deer to date was killed on this farm. So I always look forward to going back to deer camp. Not so much about the hunt, but more about the camaraderie, about the memories that are created. Braedon acclimated very quickly, made some new friends, had a lot of fun. He had room to run in the lodge. We had running water, a bed to sleep in, so we were set. So we were going to get ready for bed, get set for the next day, but I was not optimistic that we were going to see a lot of deer with Braedon in the blind. You're watching IHTV, so kick back and enjoy the show. Sleeping bag and another one is a pillow.
It is November 17th, 2019. We're in our Kansas City hunting property. Sorry, we've got deer all around us. It is technically rifle season, but because we're in city limits, we're hunting with a crossbow today. Avery's hunting, and we're hoping she'll take her first deer. We've got 2 decoys set up right in front of us, which I'll show you here in a second. And Avery's all ready. She's got some books with her to read. And we're sitting at a 2-man stand overlooking the food plot and some logging areas where the loggers have been working. Stay tuned. Ready? Right there. Yeah, nice and easy. Easy. Go on.
Shoot him?
Got him. You got him.
Yes!
You got him.
Yes!
Oh yeah. He crashed. I see him.
Yes?
See him?
Yes, I see him.
Good shooting.
I can't believe I got him.
And he's down right over there. I don't think the camera's gonna work.
Shoot him?
Got him. You got him.
Yes!
You got him. Yeah, so I had to turn off the recorder on the crossbow. I think you did a heart shot, which
What do you
is
mean?
perfect shot. Perfect shot. Oh man,
No,
sorry.
It's starting to rain.
Is it?
A little, yeah.
Well, we don't
Whenever I
need to
was
worry
gonna
about
shoot.
tracking him because we know right where he fell. But I will show you. He was a good deer. He was a
Can
good
you see how
deer.
many points?
We can check the other camera. How many points? I don't know. But do you want to FaceTime mommy?
Yes.
Yeah, it is starting to rain. I just got rained on.
I know. I had some rain before I
Let me see your hands. Hold your hands out. Are you shaking?
Yeah, a
A
little.
little bit.
I am so excited.
I'm shaking. I'm so excited for you. That is
Last time I
awesome.
skinned him.
Good job.
I'm so happy.
Oh, thank you, God. God answered our prayers, didn't he? Carry the arrow.
I just don't.
What's wrong with it?
It
Can you-
has blood all over
Can you hand
it.
it to me?
No. Why does the end tip light up?
So that you can see it, especially when it's like early morning or dusk.
Okay, I just want to go over there.
Over where?
Over where the deer is.
It's follow the blood. You're pointing in the wrong direction. He's still spraying all over the place. This is a lot of blood to follow. This is a very good hit. Come on. Put your hands on him.
No.
Lift up his antlers. Let me see.
No.
You shot him.
I don't want
Come on. What do you think? Can you count them?
to. There's 9.
There's 9. You shot a 9-point buck. What do you think?
I don't know.
Was it fun?
Yes.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't believe I shot this.
Now, wasn't that a great hunt? Josh and Avery did a great job of capturing their experience on film. But most importantly, they got to share some quality time in a tree stand and create some memories that will last them a lifetime. You may have noticed that the film that Josh did everything was on a phone. The handheld phone as well as the shot through the crossbow scope. Josh made a device like the iScope that you can buy out of an old phone case, some PVC pipe, some rubber hose, and a hose clamp. Now, in fact, all of the hunting segments in this episode were PT, what I call PT, pre-tacticam, which means, for me especially, capturing footage on a rifle hunt is without a device like what Josh has is extremely difficult or next to impossible. But in this segment, I'll do the best that I can to put together something to tell the story of how I put a big buck down. So sit back and stay tuned. As I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, I've hunted this farm since I was a kid. Now, I grew up with the Michael boys, and I mentioned that their dad and my dad were best friends and hunting buddies as well. Now, we've since buried both of our moms and dads, but the traditions that they started and introduced us to continues today. So we're able to continue to create memories that last. Now, I've killed a lot of deer on this farm over the years. I'm pretty sure that the majority of the big deer that I've ever killed have come from this farm. In fact, the biggest buck to date that I've ever killed was shot from a stand called the Three Ditches. It's a 165-inch 11-pointer. Unfortunately, I've never been able to capture a kill shot on video. And really, when you're hunting with an iPhone, it's pretty impossible. And nothing's changed on this hunt. Okay, I just shot a buck. Oh, I see him laying over there now. Flip this around on the blood trail. It's 2,000. So this is just what happened. It's the Monday after the opening weekend. I find myself in the northeast bottom stand. It's a box blind overlooking a travel corridor along a creek bed. Now, I've killed my last 2 bucks out of this stand, and over the years there's been some giant shot from this very box blind. I heard grunting out at about 200 yards in front of the stand. Now remember, I'm filming with an iPhone, so it's too far to capture any footage of this deer whatsoever. I have nothing. Don't have the shot. He was grunting to beat the band. It was a memory that I remember. I reached for my homemade Bruce Kirk grunt tube and gave it a hit and turned that deer on his tracks. He came into about 150 yards, and I stuck the Tika 300 Win Mag out the window and let her rip and dropped him in his tracks. I couldn't wait to get down that hill to put my hands on his antlers. Well, that's it. Thanks for sticking it out to the end. You know, there were a lot of great memories that were created this season, but especially that weekend, the opening weekend of the Missouri rifle season with my grandson, Braedon. But, you know, Josh and Avery, they now have memories that will last them a lifetime on their father-daughter hunt where she harvested her first deer. And anytime you can kill a giant Missouri buck, that's always a good memory to create. Now, normally I end each season of IHTV with the firearms segment. However, that doesn't mean the content's going to stop. So you're going to want to click that YouTube subscribe button down there in the corner, or if you're on Facebook, on IHTV's page, make sure that you give the page a like so you can be notified for new content coming out your way. Now, I'm going to continue to release each Monday the IHTV Tree Stand Devotional, where I share a word of encouragement with you. But I'm also going to be doing the Luminox shooting challenges each month, as well as gear and product reviews in the off-season as I prepare for Season 6 and the opening day of the Missouri turkey season in April. So I'd love to hear what you have to think. Please leave me a comment below. But in the meantime, thanks for tuning in and have a blessed day.